गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, देख लीजिए मैम, चेक कर लीजिए थोड़ा। कर दीजिए मैम, कर दीजिए। 18th आई थिंक बेटे टुडे, 18, 11 and 2020. So we were to start revising the things thoroughly bete, and revision part was we focusing upon beta, and I think we were to begin with dielectrics beta. Dielectrics and their applications in electrostatics beta, maybe for the formation of p-n junction, your capacitors and all that beta. Dielectrics beta, basically these are the insulators which show the properties of conductors under the conditions of the applied external electric fields beta. So dear children, dielectrics beta, these are the special types of insulators which show the electric charges on their outer surface when placed in some external electric field beta. External electric field beta. What do we beta conclude from this statement, external electric field and all that beta? So here it will all beta mean that when we are having some say insulator, maybe in the form of a particular ceramic plate, glass plate even, or you may take some other insulator, and when we place it under the effect of some external applied electric field, then molecules of the dielectric, they develop their electric dipole moments beta, and these electric dipole moments, these show the charges on the outermost surfaces beta. And we can say that beta, you may imagine that here we have some dielectric slab or some slab made up of some sort of dielectric material. We place it in the external electric field beta. Imagine that beta, this plate is having some sort of positive charge on it, and this plate is having some negative charge on it, and beta, obviously electric field will be extending from positive to the negative plate in this manner beta. You can well imagine that here the dielectrics, these are not at all the conductors which show free electrons on the outer surfaces, but here in this case beta, the molecules present in the dielectric, they if are already polar molecules and non-polar molecules, these are the two types of the molecules which we are having in our discussions in the dielectrics, especially beta. We divide generally the dielectrics into the two categories, polar as well as non-polar. I will be coming to that point just after a minute. Here, when we place it in the external electric field beta, then beta, some sort of negative and some sort of positive charge appears on the opposite plates. But with this positive charge and this negative charge, these are due to the polarization of this slab, that when the molecule gets polarized beta, as a result of that, the charge density on this surface is never equal to the charges present on the outer plates which we are here placing just to create the electric field as such. I mean to say that if A is the area of this plate, outer plate, and Q is the charge available on this plate, and sigma is the surface charge density on this outer plate. Here in the inner dielectric surface, QP, this is for the polarization charges with it. The charges which get induced on the surface due to the polarization of the molecules. I will be coming to it in detail also. And furthermore, beta, imagine that sigma p, it is the surface charge density due to the polarization charges. Beta, dear children, in this case, I want to say that this electric field which gets created in the interior of the dielectric slab, this field is called field due to the polarization charges. Beta. As in the case of the conductor, these two fields were equal, and as a result of that, the net field inside was zero. Here it nothing like that. The outer field, it is with a E naught. This is the field you have applied, and this is the field which is created due to the charges which appear on these outer surfaces of the dielectric beta. And beta, if I talk about the net electric field in the interior of the slab, rather dielectric slab, then beta, net electric field will be E naught applied field minus EP, the field due to the polarization charges. Beta. And beta, dear children, over here I can substitute the values for these electric field intensities. Beta. You may conclude that net electric field, beta, you must be remembering that when we have a infinite dimensions of the charged plate, electric field is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. We have already derived this, beta. So E naught, it will give you, beta, sigma naught upon epsilon naught. Sigma naught just to distinguish it from the polarization charges, beta. Otherwise, you can write sigma also. If it is sigma mentioned over here, we may call it as sigma also. So here, sigma polarization divided by epsilon naught, beta. And dear children, we will say that here it is sigma minus sigma polarization divided by your epsilon naught. So this is how you can get the net electric field intensity calculated in the interior of this with the dielectric slab. Now, beta, the question again arises that what are the inherent properties of the dielectrics? What are the types of the dielectrics, beta? And what do we mean by polar dielectrics? What are non-polar dielectrics? And which of the two is better for our practical or otherwise considerations in our day-to-day life, beta? Let us really focus upon this content, that what do we mean by the different type of dielectrics, that is polar as well as with a non-polar. Let us with a focus upon this idea, beta, dielectrics. Dielectrics, these are basically categorized into with a two types. We have with a polar dielectrics and we have non-polar dielectrics, beta. Beta, regarding the polar, as the name indicates itself, polar means which has got the clear-cut poles developed as such. Imagine this situation, beta, dear children, we have positive and negative charges separated by some distance. Here, the center of the positive charges is not coinciding with the center of the negative charges. They are having already separation between them. And beta, suppose this charge is Q and the separation between them is D. Generally, we call this D as 2L or 2X or 2A, whatever it is. So here, the electric dipole moment Q into D, and this is non-zero. They have original value of electric dipole moment because their positive and negative centers are already clearly demarcated. And if I focus upon bit a non-polar, it means that no poles. We say that the positive charges and the negative charges, they are concentrated at the single point. The molecule is absolutely symmetrical, dielectric molecule. And bit if it is symmetrical, the center of the positive and the negative charges are at the same point, then you obviously can say that D is equal to your zero. Separation between the two charges. They are at the same point. And obviously beta, electric dipole moment, that will be equal to zero because this D is equal to zero in this case. So dear children, non-polar dielectrics, they have original value of dielectric moment as zero, and here it is non-zero. What is the benefit of this zero or non-zero value? But dear children, you might have studied while we were originally having our discussions in the beginning of the year that we have the application of the dielectrics for the formation of the capacitors. Generally, dielectrics are used to introduce in between the plates of the parallel plate capacitor to increase the capacity of the parallel plate capacitor rather. So here, if we have polar dielectrics, then the plates of the capacitor, imagine that these are the plates of the capacitor, these two plates, and obviously beta, one plate is positively charged and other plate is negatively charged when you connect it to the two terminals of the source of EMF. Imagine the molecules are already your polar molecules we are talking about. In case of polar dielectrics, I am talking here. Here, it will be, molecules will be aligned in this manner, beta, something like this, beta. It will be something like this. Electric dipole moment here, it is beta non-zero for the single molecule. Now all the molecules have got their electric dipole moments. Dear children, it is from negative to the positive charge. We know this thing. Here, individual molecules have a non-zero electric dipole moment, but due to the random orientation, when the electric field external is quite weak or absent, these molecules, actually we can show here the dielectric slab in this form. And when external field was absent, these were randomly oriented. And due to the random orientation, net electric field that turned out to be zero. Now what is happening when we are placing it inside this external electric field? Due to these positive and the negative charges on the outer edges, these molecules will align themselves along the field, something like this. You may focus. So the molecules which were otherwise randomly oriented, they align themselves in this regular manner, or negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. This is the arrangement. So you can well imagine here, after the application of this external electric field with the help of these outer plates, your net electric dipole moment, it becomes now non-zero. What is being done by your external electric field? Here, in the case of your already polar molecules, the external electric field is just doing one thing, and that one thing is to align the molecules in the regular manner along the direction of the external electric field provided by these two plates. Now, if I have on the other hand your non-polar dielectric molecule, see dear students over here, what is going to be there? Imagine this is the slab and this is your non-polar dielectric slab rather, and here no poles are present with the molecules and their positive and negative centers, they coincide with each other. Electric dipole moment zero. Originally it was zero. Now electric dipole moment P is equal to 0. Now, beta, let us imagine that we place it in the external electric field betas. ये positive plate and here negative plate. External two sheets, and this is your dielectric slab we are placing in between beta. Now, beta, this external electric field is doing the two things. First, it is separating the positive and the negative centers, which were non-polar. Positive was at the positive and negative charges were at the same point, coinciding. External electric field will stretch this molecule. It will make the positive and negative separated from each other. And second thing it is doing is beta, it is making all the molecules to align themselves in the direction of the applied electric field. Two things, when this external electric field is doing beta, then your molecules, they will get beta in this regular manner. They not only become non-polar, but at the same time the molecules get arranged also beta. So dear children, here now electric dipole moment becomes beta non-zero. So if we compare this with this beta, in this only one work was being done by the external electric field, that was to align the molecules. Here external electric field is doing two jobs. First, making the positive and the negative centers separated. Secondly, aligning the molecules in a regular fashion beta. So here you have to supply more energy, and as a result of that beta, if I take the capacitor made up of non-polar dielectric molecules beta, then I will have to supply more amount of energy, and that more amount of energy will be stored in the capacitor in the form of its charge or its capacity. And as a result of that beta, what will happen, we can say that more energy that can be stored in the capacitor in the form of electrostatic field energy, and we will be working that out also. So beta, whenever the question arises that out of the polar and non-polar molecules, or the polar and the non-polar dielectrics, which one is better, we always will focus that our non-polar dielectrics are always considered better for the formation of the capacitors, because here more charge can be stored on the capacitor, inside the capacitor rather, due to these two particular explanations. Clear beta? Yes beta? इसमें ज्यादा क्यों स्टोर होता है बेटे, ध्यान दीजिएगा फिर से वंस अगेन. Why more charge is stored? बेटे charge is directly dependent upon the electric energy, है ना बेटा, and electric energy is directly dependent upon the work which is being done by this external electric field. आपने external electric field अप्लाई किया है, वो external electric field जितना ज्यादा काम करेगा उतना उसमें चार्ज और एनर्जी स्टोर होगा. आपका एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड दो काम कर रहा है, एक तो मॉलिक्यूल्स को स्ट्रेच कर रहा है और दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल्स को अलाइन कर रहा है इस फील्ड के अलोंग. ये देख सकते हो आप. तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ अलाइनमेंट ही हो रहा था, मॉलिक्यूल्स पहले ही पोलर थे आपके, तो इसीलिए इस केस में आपके फील्ड को ज्यादा वर्क करना पड़ेगा, और अगर ज्यादा वर्क करना पड़ेगा ज्यादा एनर्जी आपके फील्ड को सप्लाई करनी पड़ेगी, और वही एनर्जी आपके कैपेसिटर के अंदर स्टोर हो जाएगी इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी की फॉर्म में. बेटा क्लियर बेटा? सो let us beta dear children proceed further with the discussion of isolated conductor as a capacitor, and what do we mean by the capacitor, what is the principle of the capacitor and all that. Imagine that we have this beta sheet. I am talking about the basic principle of the capacitor, that on which principle it is beta working. Imagine that the surface area is A of this sheet, and the charge is Q, sigma is the surface charge density. I can show you, say, this is a sort of sheet. It is having some breadth as well as some length. Length into breadth I will be multiplying in order to get area. This is your area A. Then I spray some charge on it. I supply some charge to this by connecting the wire or any other arrangement. So the charge will start accumulating on this sheet. And imagine that sigma is the surface charge density and Q is the maximum charge available on this particular sheet. But dear all, you know that sigma is equal to Q upon A, charge per unit surface area. At the edges, where the sharp edges are there, area, it is very less. And as a result of that, sigma, it will become very high. And when sigma will become very high, then here the charge will start leaking. Again, see, this was the sheet with me. See this corner, this sharp edged corner. Here area is very less. Sharp pinpoint area is there. Otherwise, this area is broad. This is considerable. Focus at this corner or at this edge. It is having sharp edge. And as a result of that, area will be very less. Sigma, surface charge density will be more. What do we mean by surface charge density? Surface charge density means accumulation of the charges. That is, if you supply positive charge to this beta, then at this point positive charges will concentrate or accumulate too much, and as a result of that beta, after some limit, this charge, it will start leaking beta to the surrounding air or the surrounding medium wherever you have placed it. It will mean that beta, there is a limit up to which you can give the charge to this sheet, or if I modify this statement, there is a limit up to which this sheet can retain the charge being supplied to this. Or still modified form, I will say that beta, here this sheet can store some upper value of charge depending upon the area and other considering factors, maybe the surrounding medium and all that. Now, if I want to store more charge, I can supply more charge, but at the same time, the leakage of the charge will become fast. You can imagine that a bucket is there, a small hole is there in the bucket. You keep on pouring water into it, that water will start flowing in the outward direction, and there will be some net value of the volume of the liquid that will be contained in that particular bucket and all that. Now, in order to enhance the capacity of this particular metallic sheet, I am using the word capacity to store charge. What I do is that beta, I place another metallic plate near this beta. If this is metallic plate, it will be having a large number of free electrons in it. What will happen? This positive charge you have supplied to this sheet, it will attract the electrons towards the inner surface, and the positive charges, they will be there on the outer surface. Here, this negative charge, this is bit near to this positive charge in comparison to this positive charge. I just want to say that beta, ये नेगेटिव चार्ज इनर सरफेस पे जो है इसके नजदीक है, इसका इफेक्ट ज्यादा होगा. ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज इससे कंपैरेटिवली थोड़ा दूर है, इसका इफेक्ट कम होगा. एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट बेटा, ये नेगेटिव चार्ज इस पॉजिटिव चार्ज के इफेक्ट को थोड़ा कम करने की कोशिश करेगा, एंड एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट जितना चार्ज हम पहले इसको सप्लाई कर पा रहे थे, a little bit more charge, maybe dq, you can supply to this just because of this negative charge, क्योंकि ये इस पॉजिटिव के इफेक्ट को कम कर रहा है. Then what ahead? If I still want to enhance, एक बात और भी है, this positive, it will try to increase the effect of this positive also. दोनों चीजें हैं, लेकिन ये नजदीक था, इसकी वजह से बेटा ये नजदीक वाला जो है इसका इफेक्ट ज्यादा हो रहा है. Now what is being done? मैं इसको फिंगर से ऐसे टच कर देता हूं आउटर सरफेस को. सी वन थिंग, ये पॉजिटिव इस नेगेटिव को बाइंड करके रखा हुआ है, ये बाउंड चार्ज सिस्टम बन गया आपका बेटा। और ये जो पॉजिटिव है इसको जब मैं फिंगर से टच करूंगा, दिस ऑल विल फ्लो टू द अर्थ। जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज इस पॉजिटिव के इफेक्ट को एनहांस कर रहा था, बढ़ा रहा था, वो खत्म हो गया। तो इट विल मीन दैट बेटा आप अब और ज्यादा चार्ज इसके ऊपर सप्लाई कर सकते हो, इसकी चार्ज होल्ड करने की कैपेसिटी बढ़ गई है। सो दिस इज द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द कैपेसिटर बेटे। तो बेटे इफ आई टॉक अबाउट आइसोलेटेड स्फेरिकल कैपेसिटर, रादर स्फीयर आप लोगों ने देखा ही है। इमेजिन कर लीजिए ये आपका एक स्फेरिकल कंडक्टर है, मे बी हॉलो स्फीयर। तो आप अच्छे से जानते हैं अगर इसके ऊपर चार्ज आप क्यों जो है सप्लाई करेंगे, देन बेटा इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल इस केस में इसकी वजह से जो है दैट इज 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट एंड Q बाई R इसके बराबर हुआ करता है। ये हमने काफी अच्छे से डिराइव और डिस्कस किया है। You come to the conclusion that electric potential is directly dependent upon the charge, or charge is directly dependent upon this direct potential also, दोनों में direct dependence है। So dear students, what I further can do is that बेटा ये Q जो है from this expression I can say that this is my constant of proportionality called the capacity to store the charge, and V is as such, so C is equal to Q upon V beta. So in this manner, for a spherical conductor I can substitute this V over here. I will get that beta C, not V, because I am to substitute this over here. C is equal to Q upon 1/4 pi epsilon naught into R. Obviously Q here it is getting cancelled. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Beta dear children, see the capacity C, it is beta directly dependent upon the radius of the spherical conductor. Larger the radius of the spherical conductor, larger is its ability to store the charge. What is the maximum value of the radius which is feasible on the surface of the earth? ज्यादा से ज्यादा बेटे हम अपनी अर्थ की सरफेस पे अर्थ के बराबर का एक स्फीयर, हॉलो स्फीयर इमेजिन कर सकते हैं, इससे बड़ा पॉसिबल नहीं होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा। सो इफ बेटा आई कंसिडर दैट बेटा दिस R to be equal to the radius of the earth, small r, if it is taken to be equal to R 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meters, then we take capacity, it will be equal to 711 microfarad. Bete units we have discussed in detail. Farad is the unit of the capacity of the capacitor. Microfarad still smaller unit. Nanofarad, picofarad, these are still smaller units. You can well imagine that how large 1 farad unit will be, as because over here if the sphere equal to the radius of the earth is considered, even then the capacity is in terms of microfarad. 1 farad is very large unit. So bete in this manner we can have the capacity of the capacitors beta calculated or estimated beta. Now after this beta I will be coming to the parallel plate capacitor basic setup, just to make you refresh your mathematical detail for the parallel plate capacitor beta. Imagine we have this parallel plate capacitor beta, dear students, and here this is the plate having positive charge on it beta, and this is the plate having beta negative charge. Dear students, small d separation between the two surfaces can be considered beta, and furthermore beta imagine that E naught, this is the electric field intensity existing between these two plates, and you are quite aware of the fact that it is sigma upon your epsilon naught if we consider the medium to be air. Clear beta? Now, dear students, over here I will be just focusing upon, see capital A, let it be area, small q, let it be the charge on the plates of the capacitor, parallel plates rather, and sigma surface charge density due to these charges. Beta, you are aware of the fact that V is equal to E upon D. E into D, because we have discussed that electric field intensity is negative of the potential gradient. हमने कहीं किया हुआ है, साइन मैंने ड्रॉप कर दिया है in order to take the magnitude only. बेटा actually we have discussed E is equal to minus dV by dr, कुछ ऐसे हमने किया था. तो ये साइन बेटे मैंने छोड़ दिया, dV को मैंने V लिखा, dr को मैंने, दिस इज द सेपरेशन. ठीक, सो बेटे V आपके पास जो है दिस इज E इंटू डी, एंड E देखिए हमने निकाल रखा है ऑलरेडी, एंड बेटा E इज इक्वल टू योर सिग्मा अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट इंटू डी आ गया बेटा. और बेटे देखो सिग्मा आप ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुकी हो, सरफेस चार्ज डेंसिटी Q अपॉन A होता है, और जो आपका बेटा सिग्मा की वैल्यू है यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट करने के बाद वी विल हैव Q अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट इनटू A इनटू डी. बेटे बना, ये वैल्यू यहाँ पुट कर दी मैंने, दिस वन. क्लियर बेटे? सी दिस इज बेटे Q अपॉन V, ये हमारा डेफिनेशन है ना बेटा. पुट दिस वैल्यू ओवर हियर. आपके पास जो C है इट विल बी इक्वल टू Q अपॉन Q इंटू डी एप्सिलॉन नॉट इंटू A. Q बेटे कट गया, C is epsilon naught into A upon D. बेटे dear students, when air is the medium, just to distinguish it from the other media, हम यहाँ पे C naught लिख देते हैं, so that कि we may automatically come to know that कि हमने इसके मीडियम के अंदर कोई प्लेट वगैरह इंसर्ट नहीं करी है, कोई डाइलेक्ट्रिक यूज नहीं किया है, इट इज जस्ट एयर. एंड हियर बेटे टू फैक्टर्स आर अगेन वेरी मच प्रोमिनेंट. प्लीज ट्राई टू फोकस कि जो कैपेसिटी है ये बेटे डायरेक्टली एरिया पे डिपेंडेंट है. दिस इज द डायरेक्ट डिपेंडेंस. ठीक है बेटे. एंड सेकेंडली इट इज इनवर्सली डिपेंडेंट अपॉन द सेपरेशन बिटवीन द प्लेट्स. अगर प्लेट्स नजदीक होंगी your capacitor will be able to store more charge, अगर दूर होंगी it will be able to store less charge. प्लेट्स जितनी बड़ी बड़ी होंगी उतना चार्ज ज्यादा स्टोर होगा, एंड वाइस वर्सा. सो बेटे डियर चिल्ड्रन, इन चीजों को अपने माइंड में जरूर रखिए सो दैट कि वी मे नॉट फेस एनी प्रॉब्लम. क्लियर बेटा? एनी डाउट अप टू दिस पॉइंट? वेरी नाइस. चलिए बेटे आगे. देन इसके बाद बेटे मैं ब्रीफली जो कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं आपके कैपेसिटर्स के बेटा, इनके बारे में जरा ब्रीफली बात कर लूंगा कि कौन कौन से डिफरेंट पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशंस हम ज्यादातर पढ़ते हैं. मिक्स्ड कॉम्बिनेशंस भी होते हैं. वी में बी हैविंग बेटा सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन एंड पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ द कैपेसिटर्स. बेटे जब हम सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन की बात करते हैं, यू हैव वन कैपेसिटर, end to end it is connected to another capacitor, and end to end it is connected still to another capacitor, and let us imagine that these are then connected to the source, say, of EMF in this manner. Let it be the net voltage we are applying across this combination, and this is the capacitor having capacity C1, this is the capacitor having capacity C2, C3, and furthermore, let V1 is the potential, V2 is this potential, V3 is this potential. बहुत आसान. डिटेल में जाने से पहले थोड़ा बेसिक समझो बेटा. ये मिडल में आपको H सा बना हुआ दिख रहा है, ये H की शेप है ना बेटा, H की शेप ही है ये. अब ध्यान दीजिएगा, दिस इज ऑल मेटेलिक, मेटल का बना हुआ है. जब आप यहाँ पे बैटरी अप्लाई करते हैं बेटा, समझ लेना जरा, वी अप्लाई पॉजिटिव चार्ज ऑन दिस प्लेट बेटा. ठीक है. अब देखो बेटे ये H जो है ये पूरा H मेटल का बना हुआ है, ये तो मेटल की प्लेट है ही है, ये भी मेटल की प्लेट है, इसको कनेक्टिंग वायर तो अच्छे मेटल का है ना, रादर कॉपर का ही लगाते हैं हम। तो ये H जो है इसमें जितने भी फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होंगे अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस पॉजिटिव चार्ज दे विल अकोमुलेट ऑन दिस सरफेस, और जितने भी पॉजिटिव चार्जेस हैं बराबर के वो इधर अकोमुलेट हो जाएंगे। समझ आ गई ना बात। अब ये H, ये वाला भी H देखो, ये H दिख रहा है ना आपको, इसमें भी बिल्कुल वही फॉलो होगा, ये फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को खींच लेगा अपनी तरफ, दीज आर द फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, एंड ये आपका पॉजिटिव चार्ज इस प्लेट पे चला गया, और इधर से तो आपने खुद ही नेगेटिव अप्लाई किया हुआ है। मैं बेटे आपको ये बात समझानी चाहता था कि इस केस में जब भी आप सीरीज में कैपेसिटर्स कनेक्ट करते हैं चार्ज सब पे आपका जो है सेम रहेगा, इट विल नॉट वेरी। अगर इस पे चार्ज Q है, इस पे भी Q होगा, इस पे भी Q होगा। दिस इज द पॉइंट अबाउट विच आई वाज टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड। क्लियर हो गया बेटा? नाउ बेटे इसमें कुछ भी नहीं, आपका नेट वोल्टेज, नेट पोटेंशियल V1 प्लस V2 प्लस V3 इंडिविजुअल पोटेंशियल्स के बराबर C, दिस इज इक्वल टू Q अपॉन V, V is Q by C। for the combined, for the combination, let me write this V as Q by C series because these are connected in series। लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे मैंने ये लिख दिया, राइट हैंड साइड पे चार्ज नहीं बदलेगा, आपको बता दिया पहले ही, Q अपॉन C1 C2 C3। तो Q आपका कैंसल आउट हो गया बेटे डियर, 1 by C सीरीज, C1 C2 C3। so बेटे this is how you get the series combination completed। कोई शक किसी बच्चे को? नाइस। पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन भी देखिए आइए, इसमें पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन की जब हम बात करेंगे बेटा, वी कनेक्ट ऑल द कैपेसिटर्स as indicated beta, let it be your first capacitor, let it be your second capacitor, let it be your third capacitor। इनको ऐसे कनेक्ट किया हमने बेटा, दिस वे बेटा। और बेटे मैं आपका हार्डली थोड़ा सा टाइम लूंगा, ठीक है जी। इसमें चार्ज आपका सेम नहीं होगा, वोल्टेज सेम होगा, V सेम होगा, C1 C2 C3 Q1 Q2 Q3। नेट चार्ज आपका Q है, Q विल बी इक्वल टू Q1 प्लस Q2 प्लस Q3, C Q अपॉन V के बराबर, Q आपका C इंटू V के बराबर। सो C पैरेलल इंटू V, C1V C2V C3V, V कॉमन ले लीजिए इधर से, C1 C2 C3 इंटू V, दिस इज गेटिंग कैंसल्ड, C पैरेलल summation I varying from 1 to n Ci। So this was your beta parallel combination, bell has already gone beta, so thank you all beta। We will be discussing ahead next time beta, thank you all once again।